Okay, now I'm getting information of an active shooter at Tropicana.
Has advised bomb squad to deal with the issue over there at Luxor, reference the 445 device. And I've got FBI SWAT, Henderson SWAT, and North Las Vegas SWAT en route to our staging area.
Units be advised now there's an active shooter at the Tropicana. Active shooter at Tropicana.
Control 363, be advised we're getting multiple calls of active shooters at multiple locations. May or may not be diversions, so officers are aware.
Control 654, entering New York with a strike team.
654.
648, Paul David. I'm outside Tropicana. We're not hearing any 434s. This could be a diversion.
News be advised there's 70 civilians at the stands. Aviation, hunkered down.
Control 363.
363.
If we're getting calls from people sheltered in place that are not injured, give them the instruction to remain sheltered in place. Please assign somebody in there to keep track of where we have injured that are calling in.
Control 8 Mary 63. I'm at that location where the shelters in place are where medical was previously staged.
8 Mary 63. What's your location?
Good 5050 Koval where there's shelter in place.
We have multiple locations where we have people sheltered in place.
We have a bunch of ambulances on the south side of the Tropicana. Do they have Force Pro with them if there's a 415A at the Trop?
Reference to Tropicana, they're advising there was a Hispanic male, dark skin with an afro, unknown clothing with a backpack. Said he squatted in the driveway of Hooters and looks like a suspect.
Two 208 at the DOC. Do you need more strike teams? I got other agencies calling.
Task 1.
Or if we have other agencies that have bodies available, have them come en route to our staging area, which is the front of South Central Area Command. It makes it stand study.
Copy.
Well, 363. We're also going to need a roll call of the folks that are inside of Mandalay as strike teams. I know we started, but we need to finish.
We're going to need a roll call the units inside the Mandalay and the strike teams.
790. I have 2 strike teams, 13 officers total, 2 sergeants.
All units, SWAT can utilize TAC 1. SWAT use TAC 1. It's now open.
7 Mary 24. I have a 4-man element, 29th floor, west side.
Control 020.
020, go ahead.
Sit on the suspect's door. I need everybody in that hallway to be aware of it and get back. We need to pop this and see if we get any type of response from this guy to see if he's in here or if he's actually moved out somewhere else.
Copy. All units on the 32nd floor, SWAT has explosive breach. Everyone in the hallway needs to move back. All units move back.
Breach.
Control 765.
765.
As far as I know right now, everybody's being evacuated to the east break.
I know at the east end of one of these roads, Mandalay Bay Drive or whatever, one of them goes into the airport. Have we made contact with anybody at the airport?
Fine. 749.
Control, Sam, I have 3. I just got reports of citizens shots just fired. 2 shots in the park area of New York, New York.
Copy. Agents to be advised, there's 2 shots fired in the park area of New York, New York. Now they're also saying one at Aria.
Control 654. So far, New York, New York is clear. Negative shots fired. We will park area.
Copy.
206, 335 Zebra.
Control PD 201.
PD 201.
We have an influx of returning ambulances and rigs for transport. The casualty collection point at the Boulevard and Tropicana is clear. Is there any other casualty collection point they need to respond to?
Control 749.
749.
749. We're sending 2 teams in Excalibur right now, based on the earlier detail.
So we need 2 teams at Excalibur.
Just on the Boulevard of Tropicana, you got a Jeep that's coming up that way. It went through the roadblock of cones. Heading eastbound on Tropicana at the Boulevard now. Looks like it's slowing down. Green color.
Control 374. I got medics reporting that they're getting shot at in Tropicana.
Teams to be advised,
4. We have a strike team available. Send them to the Tropicana.
we need a strike team to the Tropicana.
Already en route. Announce yourself if you're going there.
Control 020.
020.
We need the radio. We are clearing this road. We have 1 suspect.
CP, Maritime 1, we can head to the Trop if you need us.
Control 374, Convention Center 25, strike team already en route to the Tropicana.
We need the air clear for Zebra 20. They have 1 suspect down inside the room. Zebra 20 has 1 suspect down inside the room.
PD and PD 91 inside Aria. CP 585K.
Go ahead for CP.
Command strike team, also with a K9 unit assigned to me. We're going to operate off of my call sign. We're arrived at New York, New York.
Copy.
166. We've made contact inside the Tropicana. They are reporting negative shots fired.
66.
792. I got my team. It's an 8-man element. We are at the Michael Jackson Theater. 1,000 people inside. We're going to protect this theater.
Can you confirm location of suspect down, please?
Zebra 20 is saying there's 1 down inside the room.
Inside the what?
Inside the room at Mandalay Bay.
7 Victor, there's 1 down, 32nd floor, Mandalay Bay.
Is that room 135?
That's affirmative. 1 suspect down in 135, floor 32, Mandalay Bay. I have the floor.
Copy.
Control 316. Can you confirm that room number for me, please?
135, 32nd floor, Mandalay Bay.
Suite 13532, is that correct?
32nd floor, room 135.
Control 644 PD. Reports of shots fired at the area appear unfounded at this time. There was a large crowd running, but nobody can say that they actually heard shots.
020. We have another explosive breach is going on into an adjoining room. That's where we're at with the suite. The breach is going off here in about 5 seconds.
Copy. Venus B-5, another explosive breach going off bed 135, Mandalay Bay, room floor 32.
Control 656, we have reports of shots fired from the Tropicana Hotel.
B-22, we are at the Tropicana. There is no shots fired here.
Shots fired at Tropicana. No shots fired at Tropicana, and so is Aria negative for shots fired. Possibly
Or do we have an update on New York, New York?
Inside was negative. They were checking the park area.
Talking to security now. They're saying they don't have any shots fired inside New York, New York.
They were checking the park area also, New York.
Caliber's going to be code 4. We're going to need medical for one GSW victim inside the lobby area.
Control 020.
020.
We've got these two rooms secure. We've got one suspect down, multiple firearms. This is definitely the point where the firing into the crowd.
Sample 9, I need medical for that Caliber to come up to the North Valet, the
6-3, do we have an update on the potential device at Luxor?
Is there a unit out with a possible 445?
811, I'm out on the 445. We have a secure break. It's on a black Audi SUV, Adam Union 0027, newer model, Nevada.
Is a plate.
224 confirming that's the suspicious device.
Confirm. We have it locked down. We have everybody evacuated and cleared out.
Lock it down, hold it, and make sure it's just clear the area and do nothing further with it at this particular point.
Confirm. All of our officers are about 100 yards away.
Now we're getting shots. Reported 19, if you can read my plate. Units be advised, now we're getting shots fired at Caesars and the Bellagio.
The call sign that's at that room 135, 32nd floor, please.
Zebra 20.
Go for Zebra 20.
And in that control 307 WC.
07 WC.
Can we get confirmation as soon as possible from these additional hotels that are reporting shots fired?
We're making the phone calls now.
Control 020.
Zebra 20.
We do not need anybody else up on this court, right? This room is clear. It has been cleared by SWAT with explosive breaches. We also had one SWAT officer that did fire negative injuries on anybody else. Just because we have multiple firearms up here from where they were shooting out from. And we just have one suspect down at this point in time.
Zebra 20.
Zebra 20, 206 Zebra.
Go for it, go.
Can you come over to SWAT 1, please, and come up on the channel?
Affirmative.
Control 363. Do we have any updates on either Bellagio or Caesars? Do we have strike teams en route there?
5 Victor. We got reports of a guy with a gun here.
705 Victor, what's your location?
We're at the terrace.
Copy, is a male with a 413 at the Terrace. Somebody go to 413 at Terrace.
Is that reported or confirmed?
Got people running, and we got security trying to point out where the gunman is, and we can't find him.
PDA, let's get some arriving units to Flamingo on the Boulevard, trying to get this guy stopping from rolling north anymore.
Flamingo and Boulevard. Bellagio saying negative shots fired at Bellagio. Negative shots fired Bellagio. And no one's going in or out, so they're locking it down.
$206.
206.
Reference that last traffic regarding Paris. Was that an officer that was up on the radio?
705 Victor. Victor.
We're hearing 434 in the Paris.
You got a call sign for that? Then dispatch.
705 Victor, that's affirmed. 705 Victor's logged on.
Copy.
Control 21 SE.
21 SE.
Made it to the north end of the Boulevard at Flamingo. Where am I needed?
I just gave Flamingo.
So 654, shifting my team towards the Paris.
654.
SE, the unit that's at the Paris. Is there anybody else out with her?
Any other unit out at the Paris with 705 Victor?
My whole strike team is out here.
Seven 224. You have a couple more strike teams en route to you. Please hold and be safe on your entry.
So Air Mary 55. I'm down here with 8 Mary 51 at the Tropicana. We have a strike team of 6. A strike team of 6. We're going to hold the Tropicana.
705-224. Are you still hearing 434s?
Sorry, they were reports of 434, but I got people running everywhere. And reports.
Okay. Are you hearing 434s actively right now?
Negative.
Okay. You have several strike teams en route. They will help you get that under control.
Control 341 GC. I am at the Mandalay Bay Beach Level Valet, setting up for all these strike teams at the Mandalay Bay. If you can,
Control 701 set. I have 2 teams who are coming in the main valley of the Paris right now.
Copy.
Control 307 WC, can we contact Planet Hollywood? We're getting some reports, possibly some shots there.
What was the per traffic reference to Paris?
I don't know if Victor had originally said there were shots fired, but she did not hear them, and people were running everywhere, and that was being reported of 434s.
Control 1 Robert 18, I have security talking to me right now. They stated that a person saw a male with a 413 inside the Luxor male's restroom.
So come back around, I'll wait for you.
We need a 2-4 units on post. We're going to continue to get these reports. Please try and vet them and remain as calm as you can while handling them.
Control RT-15.
RT-15.
Just be advised, if you have anybody at the Tropicana at 23:30 hours, there was a subject that was on top of the valet brake. Right at the front of the casino, he was running across the roof right above where the valet pickup is.
There was a unit at the Tropicana about 6 ago. There was a subject on top of the valet, in front of the casino near valet pickup.
Control 224.
224.
759.
Oh, we only have one on. 759.
759.
759, go ahead.
I am strike team 13. I'm arrived at the Paris, making entry into the North Sportsbook doors.
Control Unit 7573, according to security in New York, New York, negative shots fired. Negative shots fired.
And also PH.
Very calm one. We're going to hit the surveillance room of Tropicana just to verify.
Control 224.
224.
Can you update this channel in South Central that we do have one suspect down and in custody per SWAT?
Okay, that was already broadcast.
701, we have several strike teams inside the Paris. Negative 434s. Everybody's leaving though.
Copy.
Control 224.
224.
As the strike teams keep getting to their assigned hotels and casinos, have them contact security immediately.
Control Zebra 20.
Zebra 20.
Control Zebra 20, copy some information on a potential name, possibly related with the suspect.
Go ahead.
There was a player's card that was out on the countertop next to the wallet of the suspect that's 419 break. It is a M-Life Platinum player's card with the name of Mary Lou Danley. Mary Lou Danley. Mary, Adam, Robert, Ida, Lincoln, Ocean, Union. Last name is Danley. David, Adam, Nora, Lincoln, Easy Yellow.
Copy.
DT-35, with our Force Pro team, the whole Route 91 vessel was cleared.
Route 91 was all clear.
686, be advised you have a high ground team by the Jason Aldean poster at the same stage.
Is that radio traffic? What was that last radio traffic?
Control Zebra 20. It looks like that name I gave you shares an address with the suspect. We can give you that address if we need to send units there.
Okay, go ahead when you're ready.
That's 1372 Babbling Brook Court, and that's Mesquite, Nevada. Babbling Brook Court.
Send resident officers there.
Copy 1372 Babbling Brook Court in Mesquite. You see if I...
It's his driver's license address as well.
It's code 4 also at McCarran. Code 4 at McCarran, negative 434, sir.
Control 800. I am Strike Team 3. We are still in New York, New York. I know negative shots fired, but we're still clearing. We have multiple witnesses in here as well, and people down on the ground, not shot, just sheltering in place.
Control 654. We already cleared New York. It was negative.
Okay, far.
585K, same traffic. I pushed my strike team further north on the boulevard. Boulevard.
Units be advised, there's a male walking into the Bellagio.
Paris Casino is clear. We're going to clear the nightclub. Chateau.
Copy.
Units be advised, at the Bellagio employee entrance, there's a male walking in with a rifle. Bellagio employee entrance. There's 3 armored cars.
At the Cromwell. We'll move over to the Bellagio.
744 Mandalay Bay, floor 2 is clear. 744's team is moving to 3.
Yes,
It's going to be above the Bellagio here. Just confirming the valet, or what was the entrance they went in?
It's going to be the employee entrance. Also, units be advised, there's going to be 3 armored cars en route to South Central Air Command, followed by a silver Dodge Ram. They're taking Frank Sinatra to Russell. Okay, for SWAT.
We're above the Bellagio. Just confirming that's the rear part of the casino here off of Dean or Frank Sinatra.
I'm not sure where the employee entrance is.
Control 686 for the units clearing the festival hall. Just be advised, you have high ground units by the billboard.
Control 224.
224.
An MGM liaison should be en route. When he gets to the staging area, can you advise me?
Copy. When the MGM liaison arrives, if they can advise 224 IC.
Justin, you copy?
Somebody trying to raise 765.
Control PD91, the Bellagio employee entrance looks code 4.
Copy. Units be advised, the bus.
Yes, just be advised, the Hewlett bus is trying to make entry. They're east on Trop, east of the boulevard, stuck in traffic. If there's a unit that'd be able to make contact, they're trying to get to Harley Davidson.
Yeah, you good, man. Justin, you up?
Who was actually caught on traffic for going east on Trop?
Control Error 3. I know you've got a lot going on, but if we can get traffic closed off at Harmon, we're still getting a lot of vehicles westbound Harmon to the boulevard.
Control 374 at FD South. FD's reporting fires at Mandalay Bay. If you can confirm, FD would like to send fire truck down there.
Control 020, the fire alarms went off on our floor when the explosive breach went off break. We're also leaving this room with Sergeant Matchko, and my team is going to go downstairs so if we need to redeploy.
Okay, copy.
Control Staff 3, we got multiple civilians. They're going to be inside the Concord conference room. Let's have officers go into the surveillance room in the Paris Hotel Casino.
Negative 402 is that?
I'm easy.
Which one is Sam easy? Negative fires at Mandalay Bay. 340 Sam easy, go ahead.
We have an available unit to head over to T-Mobile, their command post. They have cameras that cover a lot of the area around Mandalay Bay, Luxor, and Excalibur.
Post under a unit that can go to T-Mobile command post.
Control 3055.
Position 55.
We have 3 armored cars that are at Russell and the Las Vegas Boulevard. They're not affiliated with law enforcement, but the sergeant called them from Battlefield, Las Vegas, and they're waiting for their order.
They're going to be going to South Central Air Command. We've been advised South Central. They're en route to.
Copy.
Control 105. I'm going to go ahead and establish Mandalay Command if the CP has no problem with that.
Control 644 PD.
644 PD.
We got a citizen advising that a Ford Super Duty dually white pickup truck with a plate 444 X-ray Lincoln Mary pulled up and a guy with a rifle got out and ran northbound.
Control PD 150. He's further described as wearing a dark shirt, tan pants with a leg holster. 3 to 4 years old. He was not seen through the bushes.
Can you get us the RO return? Make sure it's not out or something.
Broadcast that plate again, please.
444 X-ray Lincoln Mary.
Time lapse is 7 minutes now. He almost ran into our PR.
674 George Charlie. I've got a 5-man element out just north of the Luxor off of Harmon.
We need RTF to go into Mandalay Bay. Do we have a warm zone?
Ford pickup to a Tina Brown. 282 Barletta. There's a victim with a
City manager of Bellagio.
News advised there's a female with a gunshot wound to the head at Tropicana.
Control 644 PDR. Subject also had a backpack.
Copy.
Troy, Mary 64.
Mary 64.
Oh, the metro matters.
Control 701. The Bellagio appears on file. The security is at the employee entrance. Negative 434.
Control 109.
109.
Confirming it's been broadcast. We do have one suspect down in that room.
It has been broadcast several times. One suspect down.
So we were on the SWAT channel. Just want to make sure.
Units be advised medical is attempting to get to room 327 Mandalay Bay.
4-4. My team is on floor 3, clearing. Confirm.
Okay.
Hi. Zebra 20, 335 Zebra. Can you please call my cell?
Control 184 SE.
184 SE.
You have a male on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Mandalay Bay on the west side, just sitting around filming everything. I don't know what he's doing.
Danville. Subjects were inside the complex changing clothes, acting 425. Saying now it's a STAR protocol on that. Water station. It's the Oasis Apartment, 316. And we have subjects now walking in a vacant lot next to the complex. One subject.
And citizens are advising Caesars is refusing people inside.
What was Caesars doing?
They're refusing access to citizens into their building.
Yes, 2-4. That is fine. That is what we asked them to do. Citizens are going to need to leave on foot.
And it's still at the church. Air 5?
I'll give an update on the Mandalay Bay Command.
We get an update on Mandalay Bay Command. Also on the 413 Danville.
The casino floor secured. Subjects have been cleared off the casino floor. Right now, we're being told there's no additional injured inside the hotel, and we still have subjects upstairs.
(5-9) Strike Team 13.
Control 654. Chateau is clear. Break. But we're getting intel that possibly a white male in a black t-shirt with a long rifle is going into nightclubs and areas and clearing people out. He may be the one causing all this pandemonium.
3, what was that last broadcast as far as the male with a rifle? Where was you last seen?
Last seen at Chateau, probably not about 20 minutes ago.
Control 307 WC. Can we confirm PH is code 4?
PH is code 4.
759.
5-9.
Harris is code 4 as well. And my team is posted up in the alleyway here at the Valleys.
7-5.
648 Paul David, we need units on these bridges. We have people running hysterically, Cosmo area bridges. We need people on these bridges.
Copy. We need units on the bridges.
(720) Strike Team. We cleared the sports book and the House of Blues inside the Mandalay Bay. We have 5 citizens with us. We're exiting out.
Control 374. FD's requesting some force protection teams to stage here at Russell and Las Vegas Boulevard to start responding to citizen calls.
Units to Russell and the Boulevard of Health Medical. Russell and Las Vegas Boulevard.
355 and 44. We're here. Where do you need us?
Strike 15 arrived at the link.
Tom 398. We're at Russell and the Boulevard too.
299.
Go 7
Control 749.
299.
We're clear at Excalibur. We can redeploy somewhere else if it's needed.
Is there any other area that needs a strike team? This Excalibur is clear.
Control Air 5, we're back arriving in the area.
Okay.
Control 307 WC.
307 WC. WC, go ahead.
Area manager. So everything needs to go through handbrake.
If the strike team doesn't have any additional assignments, have them report back to the staging area for reassignment.
Copy. Any strike team that is clear, if you could go back to the staging area for reassignment. And who did they need to contact? Boulevard and Shop.
374. I'm at FD South on Las Vegas Boulevard. FD's requesting 7 strike teams to stage here when they're ready to start responding to calls for service for them.
Yeah.
307 WC facilitate that.
Where's that at so we can go?
Seven for 9 strike team back en route to staging area.
Copy.
Control 307 WC. Can you re-advise 367 where FD needs the strikes teams to meet him?
Coast 374. We're at Russell and Las Vegas Boulevard. They have pending calls for service. They're requesting 7 strike teams to stage here and respond to those calls when ready.
Seven 5-9 strike team. Just confirming we're not staying at the locations on the strip. We're returning to the instant command.
Reference to 413 on Danville. The subject was supposed to be armed with a rifle. When they didn't see him anymore, he hasn't run off, so he's possibly still there.
Turning up.
654. Before I send my guys back, do we need coverage on the Cosmo bridges?
We did need units over to the bridges.
Good copy. My team will handle the Cosmo bridge area.
Okay, fine.
Control 793 strike team on channel, in route to Russell on the Boulevard.
Copy.
Control 656, confirming that you are sending force protection officers down here, Boulevard and Trust.
That's confirmed.
307 WC. Can we get 374's location, please?
Re-advise, what do you need?
Can we get 374's location, please?
Russell and the Boulevard.
Sergeant Jesse Wiggins, 744.
Getting a 415A now, Bellagio PDR is hearing a lot of shots being fired.
Control. MGM Festival CP. Hey, please be advised that Fox News is headed towards the east side of the festival lot. If somebody can push them back, please. They are filming all of the stuff that's taking on back there.
Please be advised the 415A Bellagio PR is hearing a lot of shots being fired, not seeing anyone. They're on the first floor and he's whispering. And now she's saying suspects are inside with her and she's whispering, cannot talk.
Time left on that report, please.
I came in at 23:55 for go. And we're calling Bellagio now.
213 Armor.
213 Armor.
Their unit's doing a great job, but can you please advise them that underneath the Sphinx there's possibly a V-bid there? I do not need them flying over that valet in front of the Luxor.
Copy. V-bid underneath the Sphinx. Underneath the links.
That's affirmative. It's unconfirmed at this present time frame, but just stay away from that area.
The unit's reference of Bellagio is going to be negative 415A. And that's per security.
We copy on the Sphinx over there at the Luxor. We'll keep it to the east here.
Copy, R2. Thank you.
Air 5 copy. We'll keep a lookout for it.
Air 2, if you could switch over to South Central.
744, Mandalay Bay, 3rd floor. It's clear. We're moving to the 4th.
We're just trying to confirm. Is that these been reported to be at the lake or in front of the Sphinx at the Luxor?
Air Unit 213 Armor. It's underneath the Sphinx in front of the Luxor to the east.
Copy that.
Air 2.
Can we copy that? We'll advise Air 2. They're just south of us here towards you guys.
Is there an air unit that can switch over to South Central? Air to South Central?
Yeah, Air 5 will head over there. We're going to take a look at that with the camera.
Is there a unit that's out with at the church? Reno, just east of the boulevard. We're still going to report to the victim there.
Control Strike Team 21.
21, yeah.
Where are we going? We're with Force Protection 1, Strike Team 21. We're moving. We just need a location to where we're starting to go.
FT needs additional units, Russell and the Boulevard.
Affirmative. The first team starting to move. We just need to know where we're going for what entrance.
With that FD truck and copy them for the location. Thanks.
Control 777 Adam, do you have RTC on the cameras on the strip?
RT's just confirming you have visual on cameras.
Just be advised, we're outside the Monte Carlo. We just had a female wearing full cami dress uniform, Air Force related. And she had short blonde hair with a cover on brake. She was with another female wearing a black top, blue jeans. They were walking normal when they got to us, and they took off running after they passed us northbound on the west side of the street, going towards City Center.
Control RT-28, we were advised not to move the cameras by WC, but we are monitoring them.
PD Adam.
640 PD Adam.
I just left that church. There's negative anything going on there. We do have a couple casualties over there and several units out there still.
Copy. The church code 4.
CP374, just an update. Strike Team 12 and 21 will be en route as force protection. Specific locations are unknown. 5 more needed once ready.
There's a strike team at Bellagio area, the strike team in Bellagio that we need to know of. Control 811, can you copy an update on the 445?
Okay, 811.
The
plate's going to be Adam Charlie 0027 Nevada. It's on a newer model black Audi SUV. Break. The car was dropped off at 22:13 hours in the valet from Luxor. Break. 4 individuals got out, 4 males, and ready when you're ready to help the descriptions. The first is an AMA with a beige shirt and green shorts. The second is an AMA, black shirt, khaki shorts. The third is an AMA with a yellow and black shirt and khaki shorts. The fourth is a WMA with a T-shirt, dark shorts, a hat, and a beard. Luxor security is currently backtracking video to find out where they went.
Control 213 Armor.
213 Armor.
Confirming those all 4 of those individuals left the newer Audi in front of the Luxor.
They left it at the valet Luxor.
Right, Team 15, we cleared the courtyard of the lake. We're at Las Vegas Boulevard in the lake right now.
Control Strike Team 7.
Strike Team 7.
Cromwell is clear if we need to be reassigned, and we're also out on post at Flamingo in the Boulevard with North Las Vegas SWAT.
CP 374.
374.
No, this is 374. We have a little bit of an overconvergence for Force Recon teams at Las Vegas Boulevard and Russell. I'm good to go for now. We don't need to send any other teams at the moment.
Copy. No other teams to Boulevard and Russell. Any other strike teams go to Trop and the Boulevard. Strike teams Trop and the Boulevard.
Strike Team 15, we're at Margaritaville and Las Vegas Boulevard.
Control 793 strike team arrived at Las Vegas Boulevard and Russell. Where do you want us to check in?
You got a Hummer coming in eastbound on Tropicana going to Boulevard. It's an orthopedic surgeon that was called in.
Control 77 Adam, give us a radio for a second.
What's back there?
We had a possible behind the trash can on CVS north of Monte Carlo. We're calling them out now. Possible weapon.
The Monte Carlo to CVS are calling out a subject now. All units hold your traffic.
We're complying right now.
All units hold your traffic. For 777 Ed.
Seven Adam, they're still complying.
Coming.
So 654 Harmon bridges are secure.
Copy. If you could hold your traffic for 777 Adam. Why wait?
People's Code Red.
Okay, copy all units. We're going to give a beepless code red on this channel at 0010 hours.
777 Adam. We got 2 in custody, taking the third one into custody now, still complying. Be advised, we were told that there's 3 females on the trash can area behind the CVS. Look like they possibly had weapons in their hands. We haven't seen any yet. They're complying.
Verify. We are checking out the dumpster area just to the west of you. Not seeing anybody yet.
Copy. They did set something on the ground. Unknown what it was, though. We're moving forward to clear the dumpster area now.
Just use caution. That vehicle that's just to the south of the Dodge Ram there, just to the south of the dumpsters, is hot. It's been recently driven.
Control Strike Team 21, we're making entrance into Route 91 through Gate 1.
Guys behind the CVS, there's somebody laying down far north end of that parking lot. It looks like by the power boxes. There's somebody on the ground just to the east of that power box, possibly homeless and passed out. All right, he's going to be just to the west of the power box, far north end of that parking lot.
We're making contact with them now.
Control 656.
656.
A lot of noise down here. I apologize. I need to know, are we code 4 and able to take the force protection teams in?
First SWAT.
Strike Team 21, which is Force Protection 1. We are in where the main stage is, starting to clear.
The units are not to clear the floors at Mandalay Bay. That's per SWAT.
If we stay outside of the Mandalay Bay, we are okay to go ahead with force protection.
Control 323, Mary Victor.
2-3, Mary Victor.
Be advised, I've got about 15 guys with me. Mary Victor units were inside the Route 91. We came in Gate 5 and went north. So if other units are coming in, we're in here also.
Copy. Units be advised, there's 5 Mary Victor and 15 other units with them, the Route 21, Gate 5, and then went north.
TP35, we ready to clear the whole venue.
Control 777, Adam. The Dodge vehicle that the air unit called out, can you log the plate and run it, see if there's any wants to it? 41 Baker, 615 Nevada. Everything else is code 4 on our side. We don't need the channel anymore.
There's going to be the four-door sedan that's just to the south of that was showing warm. And we're not seeing anything else 425 in your area. We're going to be available.
Negative 1 on that vehicle comes back to a 96 Dodge pickup.
307 WC.
Seven 744, floor 4, Mandalay Bay is clear. Strike teams moving to 5.
Control 307 WC.
307 WC.
And it's still on channel.
And you broke it. Who on channel?
Air unit.
Hi, Air 5.
Air 5. How does the perimeter look on this event?
Sir, the strip's completely locked down. We don't have a necessarily perimeter set up. We've got routes behind the hotels where there is some open gaps. You want everything between Tropicana and Russell, all four sides completely locked down?
Is there a unit that can be routed to the Mirage?
Is it locked down, or are you asking me?
No, I'm asking you, you all four sides between Russell and Tropicana completely locked down, so we've got gaps in it right now.
Is there a unit that can be routed?
It's shut down, but there is empty space for foot traffic.
Is there a unit that can be routed to Mirage? There's a female calling in whispering thinks the shooter is there on the 7th floor of the garage.
695 GC. We're at the Mirage currently right now.
695 GC, 7th floor. She's sitting. Someone's there.
And the 32nd floor has been cleared and all guests have been taken down by security.
Copy.
Seven 5-9 strike team. We're rallied back up at Tropicana on the Boulevard.
Okay.
Air 5307 WC. I'm landline with 350 WC2 who's in charge of the traffic clear. How many units do we need to fill those gaps?
Traffic is shut down as far as that goes, but there's empty gaps between on the east or west side of the strip where people can get out on. So we're heading down to the garage real quick, and we'll be right back for your perimeter.
Control 695 GC. Can you advise if it's going to be the employee garage or the other garage?
Control 335 Zebra.
335 Zebra.
We have 5 SWAT combination with patrol and K9 operational teams inside Mandalay Bay. I don't want any other teams entering the hotel. Everything's been cleared up to this point. Our forward rally is in Valet. We'll coordinate there for rechecks. We will need them, but we'll need them for rechecks. We don't need them to take action on their own and go in and have a confrontation between 2 Metro teams.
Units be advised, there's operational teams inside Mandalay Bay. No other teams are needed to enter break. They are to coordinate in the valet. Do not take action on your own.
Control 656, I copy. And I have ample officers here to do force protection. The plan is to proceed to the venue, not inside the Mandalay.
Control Air 5. We are at the Mirage, confirming it's going to be the 7th floor is what they were looking at.
That was confirmed.
On the southeast corner, but I'm not seeing any sort of firearms with him at all. In the elevator bay up on the roof on 8 as well.
So Statwell, we're going to be with Force Pro 5. We're going to be going into the fairgrounds.
Air unit on that Mirage call, they're just saying it's the 7th floor, no description at all, and saying the lights are on in the garage, and saying she can't feel her body, but saying she was not shot.
Let's see.
224.
As of right now, we have no hot zones. No hot zones. Force Pro can go ahead and go forward and start triaging folks that need it.
656 copies, Captain.
Control 374 at FD South Command. We've already sent in 8 Force Pro teams. We have 2 more on standby here. Don't need any more units.
Control 354.
Please, you're working. 512.
307 WC, area 3.
07 WC.
Hey, everything east of the boulevard looks good. You got to shut down. There's miscellaneous cars in the parking lots. There's really nobody around those cars. The only thing you got is up here towards Reno. You got something in the far northeast corner, Brick. They got patrol out with them, so it looks like just miscellaneous people collected over here. But everything else looks clear east of the boulevard, and we'll check west of the Luxor here.
Control.
I can't copy your call sign.
Control, strike team 21.
Strike team 21.
Control 734. Strike teams on properties need to establish refuge locations within their property, ideally ballrooms or large areas. Make them safe.
Copy. Strike teams you to stay in your area.
For anyone that doesn't have a place to go. Any civilians don't have a place to go.
So your radio's breaking. Revise the last.
Control 374, just confirming Mandalay Bay is no longer hot. We can send force protection teams in there for medical calls.
Affirm. It's no longer hot.
Copy. I already have 2 teams here. We'll be sending them in shortly.
Control 792.
792.
Who is in charge of the Force Pro teams and who's coming in and going of Mandalay Bay? CP or something?
374 has strike teams, Force Pro teams at Russell and the Boulevard.
Copy. 374792. I have between 1,000 and 1,200 people inside the Michael Jackson Theater that is right inside of Mandalay Bay. Break. If you could have somebody try to get in contact with me from your folks over there and see how we can organize getting folks out of here safely.
Copy. I can see the 2 teams that we have here. What was your call time?
792. Like I said, we got 1,000 to 1,200 people. We got 8 officers covering it right now. We're at the Michael Jackson Theater.
Strike teams here, but I'll talk to you on the phone in a minute.
LT 792, and what we're going to try to need here is what's the best exit way to get out of here and where are we going to send them once they come out of the casino.
Control 790. Speed advise 341 GC has the CP at Mandalay Bay in the lower level with the SWAT Bearcat. If the teams link up here, we can bring them in.
Copy. Unit 341 GC has a CP at Mandalay Bay. The teams can link there.
Hey, Tom, unit, get that car that's going through. Eastbound towards you. Obviously, you can't listen to commands.
Control 701, I have a Force Pro team and we're headed to Mandalay Bay Valley right now.
701.
Control Force Protection 22. Do we know if the fairgrounds have already been triaged? Has there been force protection crews through there? Strike Team 21, which is with Force Protection 1. We are in the fairgrounds over by Gate 1, clearing out the main 2 stages now.
Understand that there's officers by the buses.
Copy that.
Control 361, be advised I have about 30 citizens sheltering in place on the southwest corner in buses at the fairgrounds.
Control VP 35.
VP 35.
Control Force Pro 2.
Go ahead.
Strike Team 12 with Force Pro 2. We're going to be on the east side of the fairgrounds, Gate 4A. I'm going to enter.
Control 701, just confirming that CP at Mandalay Bay is in the parking garage for valet.
They just said Mandalay Bay. Strike team at Mandalay Bay, revise your location there.
Strike Team 12, Gate 4A on the east side, standing by. Strike Team 22 entering the fairground, Gate 2B, Strike Team 22. And Force Protection Team 22.
Strike Team 15 still on standby at Margaritaville and Las Vegas Boulevard.
Control 374. There was a sergeant, I believe it was 794, asking for a strike team to help with an evac over 1,000 people. Can you confirm and tell me the location?
That's at the Michael Jackson Theater.
That's correct, 792. That's going to be my team.
792-367. You're requesting strike teams for evac of a theater? Confirm?
LT, I didn't hear you.
Are you requesting units for an evac? Are you requesting strike teams for an evac? Patrol 367. Who is strike teams for evac?
792 is requesting. Michael Jackson Theater in Mandalay Bay.
How many strike teams does he need?
There's about 1,000 people there.
Control 654. If you need us, we can shift from the bridges.
The bridges must be maintained. Stay at the bridges. I will get strike teams to the Michael Jackson Theater. That's 7 unit. I need him to give me a call so we can work this out.
792, copy.
CP, Mary Tom.
720, I'm still inside the Mandalay Bay. I had a strike team.
The strike team that was on floor 5 is making their way to valet. Floors 1 through 5 have been cleared. Unit, strike team 21. I was just hitting you with my light. Where is the other strike team coming in?
Control, Sat 1. We got a team of 4. We're going to be with Force Pro 5. Our instructions were to go to the fairground.
One group coming in. They're walking northbound on the boulevard towards you, sir. We'll let you know as soon as they get over to the fairground. I do have another group walking through the fairground with their flashlights just to the west on the west side of this little wall. But the other group is still walking northbound on the boulevard.
The Force Pro team that's just directly west of where I'm shining you, that's already been clear. If you can go back by the buses, which that has not been clear yet.
Control.
And this group over here is going to be plain clothes with police vests on. Doesn't look like they're going to be our uniform guys. I don't know if they're on the channel.
181 SE. We have Sergeant. We're shelter in place. We have about 40 people in these buses. We're secure and protecting this area.
Unit 3.
Mary Tom 1.
Someone.
from the Michael Jackson Theater. There are officers inside there. We have a pretty clear area if we want to evac them right out the front door.
Copy 794. Sorry, 792. Did you copy that?
So that one, do we need to make our way down towards the bucket?
Strike team that's on Mandalay Bay and Las Vegas Boulevard. If you're headed to the fairgrounds, I'm going to have you walk eastbound on Mandalay Bay and get in on the back side of the stage over there.
Yeah, you have a clear area to...
I copy that. What is the route going to be within the casino?
692 PD 44.
Also, if you keep with the lights and fairgrounds, I'm going to have this strike team go to the far southeast corner where the Highway Patrol has his lights on. They're going to insert from there.
PD. I hope it's not too PD.
692 PD is coming.
I thought someone called me. So, strike team 19.
Strike team 19.
We have secured the pavilion inside the Tropicana. We are pushing everybody inside the casino to that secure location.
Sharp ring. Control 792. Can you have somebody from the CP just call my rider?
Is there a unit from the CP? It's call 792's rider. Someone from the CP call 792.
Control 701 also further.
And we start bringing people out of the Michael Jackson.
Air unit, strike team 12. That one, we're going to be making entries in southeast corner, fairgrounds.
Control 701.
I don't know.
Just confirming that we are clear to enter the Mandalay Bay with Force Pro.
Okay, copy.
Control 713 PD on South Central. SWAT is telling them to stay still and nobody go in.
the stage